There were ghosts at the gates not days ago. Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards are not...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with North?
He wants to transform a foundation upon which to... He's already secured the support of the various army remnants. With promises that they...
He would rob the populace to pay...
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful... A man whose stated aim is to revive the Empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe, given the mood around town. Mutiny may yet be unavoidable.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you... appealed for your services to Northreach? You have the respect, and unlike Philippe... No, well? Will you...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Oversee.
All right.
The fact that the soldiers trust you may well carry some weight.
I may have met this Duke before. Or at the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the...
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able to speak.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminent, wait here.
So, you are the self, and I shall see it. Tell me, is it wealth?
Neither, Your Eminence.
You are worried the expanded garrison will... Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the but no more. For it is they who shall see the whole...
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the... Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme. The Empire wants for a capital, and I... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be... Plans are already... Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures... Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they...
The people will do as their... If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, one whose authority... That is why this levy is so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as before. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treason...
I suspect they're afraid of...
Precisely. The common folk have little and less. And you mean you would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own...
Sabine,
Yes! And I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead...
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be... Is that what Griga will...
Do not take her name in vain!
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think. It wouldn't hurt to ask them. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Oh.
As long as you remain, the Vale will see
The Legion rings
You needn't fret. The creatures...
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there. What is it you're up?
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Or...
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening... If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkbook.
Soldiers too craven to fight.
Why, your stall is as...
I've been hearing a lot of...
Nothing. Going around acting like... And with hardly a word to the dame.
I take it you'd rather...
As far as I'm concerned, just need his eminence.
A question. What do you think of the Duke of Or...
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble.
If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to enter, we'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers? Excuse me, I wondered if you'd mind sharing...
Well, I mean, look around us. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way, and if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who...
You're the one who's...
On the dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight...
I left everything.
As long as you remain, the veil will see to you.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plan. Do you think that's a good...
It's not... All I know is that unless the... Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but Empire... Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Thank you, Vala. How can I help?
I wanted to ask you, do you intend to go...
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love. Well, Duke, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Ah, Clark, were you able to speak?
I was.
It will certainly help to hold back the thrall, though I doubt it will come as much consolation. They deserve to be heard, Clive.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their death. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say I too would want. Thank you.
I don't know about...
What happened to you?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love. Because I realised what really... Not following some nobleman's orders for the protecting. I honestly don't know when those monsters... But I'm certain they're not finished. And when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced me. There's no point following orders if they go...
Indeed.
All of us. That has always been Northreach's best hope. We have only to turn our attention... Thank you, Philippe, for showing...
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, would you... I fear His Eminence has...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope, especially with men like... I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the... But I suspect I shall have to call upon... Until then...
Until then...